Hello and welcome. I'm Saeed from StoryPlanet.net. Dive right into the essence of the most captivating books without reading them cover to cover. Whether you're on the go, at the gym, or just relaxing at home, we offer you a unique and enriching listening experience. Today, we are exploring the book, How to Skim Your Life, a creation by the Skimm. How to Skim Your Life, 2019, provides a concise guide on various topics such as travel, job hunting, and world affairs. By reading this book, you can enhance your understanding of important aspects of life. If you've ever wanted assistance in making well-informed decisions in your daily routine, search no more. Before we delve into these revelations, it's interesting to note that Carly Zakin and Danielle Weisberg founded the Skimm, a widely read online newsletter that aimed to empower young women and help them make better decisions. Since its launch in 2012, the Skimm has steadily gained more subscribers and now serves as a trusted resource for over 7 million members. With 10 key ideas to unveil, brace yourself for a deep dive into this captivating book on StoryPlanet.net. To start, this text emphasizes the benefits of gaining knowledge on important topics for individuals in the modern world. It encourages readers to acquire a basic understanding of these subjects. The Skimm is a service launched in 2012 by Carly Zakin and Danielle Weisberg to provide young women with reliable information. It has grown and now offers How to Skim Your Life, a collection of tips and information on various subjects. The goal is to help people feel capable of making good decisions. Some topics covered include kitchen essentials, air travel tips, and making investments. Key idea number 1. Learn the basics of wine to enhance your sophistication and knowledge. When choosing wine, it can be overwhelming. Understanding key concepts like the color of wine determined by grape skins, tannin levels, drier feeling in red wines, and the benefits of swirling wine opens up flavors can make it less intimidating. Words like crisp, bright, and flat describe acidity and citrus flavors, while oaky refers to the taste influenced by oak barrels. By knowing these basics, you can feel more comfortable discussing and selecting wine for any occasion. Key idea number 2. The text mentions that every kitchen should have essential tools and offers tips on how to be environmentally friendly. Key points. Every kitchen should have a 10-inch stainless steel skillet and an 8 to 10-inch chef's knife as essential tools. 2 cutting boards are recommended, with 1 designated for fruits and vegetables. It's important to have 2 sets of measuring cups for liquid ingredients and everything else. A colander is necessary for draining pasta and washing fruits and vegetables. Taking actions to reduce your impact on the environment, such as using energy-efficient light bulbs, programmable thermostats, and smart power strips, is important. Smart power strips save electricity by ensuring that appliances are truly turned off. Programmable thermostats help reduce wasted energy, and drafty windows can be sealed with V-Seal weather strips. Key idea number 3. This text discusses 2 key points: how to travel with less hassle and how to improve networking habits. You can skip airport security lines by joining TSA PreCheck in the United States for $85. Global entry is also available for $100, which includes TSA PreCheck and allows you to skip the customs line. Packing smart with the military roll technique and using a shower cap for shoes can make travel less of a hassle. Creating a simple spreadsheet with columns for networking contacts can help you stay organized and maintain regular communication. Key idea number 4. To strengthen your resume and be better prepared for an interview, there are some key strategies to keep in mind. The text provides tips on how to strengthen your resume and stand out from other applicants. It recommends keeping your relevant employment history on one page, spell-checking and saving it as a .pdf file. The cover letter should also be spell-checked and be compelling by telling your story in the first person and capturing the spirit of the business. It's important to keep the company's culture in mind when writing the cover letter. Including real data and professional skills can also enhance the resume. The text suggests practicing interview skills and arriving early to make a good impression. Key idea number 5. To have successful negotiations, it is important to understand what matters most, and it is always possible to save more money at any stage. Negotiating for a better salary or benefits can be stressful, but knowing what is most important to you and being prepared can make the process smoother. Timing is key, so choose the right moment to negotiate. Prepare with solid statistics and data to support your case. It's always a good time to think about financial security and saving more. Consider the 50-30-20 rule, where 20% of your paycheck goes to savings, 30% to hobbies or entertainment, and 50% for necessities. Setting up automatic payments can help meet savings goals. Key idea number 6. Investment decisions and property ownership choices do not have to be complex. The text provides some basic information on how to get started with saving and investing money. It mentions that opening a brokerage account is easy and can be done online. Mutual funds are recommended for diversifying investments, while ETFs and stocks are options for those who want more control over their investments. The text also briefly discusses the pros and cons of owning property versus renting and the importance of having renters insurance. Key idea number 7. This is a brief overview of geopolitical history from the early 1900s to the mid-1900s. The world is complex, with 7.5 billion people, 6,000 languages, and 4,000 religions. The geopolitical situation can be traced back to events like the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand in 1914, which led to World War I. The war involved the killing of Armenians, the Sykes-Picot Agreement, and the Treaty of Versailles. World War II followed with the dropping of nuclear bombs on Japan. The Cold War started in 1947 between the US and Soviet Union and lasted until 1991. Conflicts like the Kashmir conflict and Israel-Palestine dispute also emerged. Key idea number 8. World War II had significant effects on the geopolitical landscape, shaping the world as we know it today. Key points: apartheid, a government-enforced segregation, started in South Africa in 1948 and lasted until 1994, resulting in around 21,000 deaths. The Cold War intensified in 1950 with the Korean War and ended in 1953, with the two regions still divided. Vietnam faced conflict for 2 decades before communist forces prevailed in 1975. In 1959, Fidel Castro gained control of Cuba, leading to tensions with the United States. The Bay of Pigs invasion in 1961 failed to topple Castro, leading to the Cuban Missile Crisis in 1962. In 1979, the US-backed government in Iran was replaced by an anti-US Islamic one, leading to the hostage crisis. Afghanistan saw a conflict between the US-backed Afghans and the Soviet-backed communists for 10 years. In 1990, Iraq invaded Kuwait, leading to international intervention in Operation Desert Storm. In 2003, the United States invaded Iraq, accusing them of having weapons of mass destruction and supporting al-Qaeda. Strained relationships resulted from these conflicts, but some partnerships also emerged. Key idea number 9. After World War II, important global alliances were established, yet tensions persist, particularly among certain religious groups. Significant alliances formed after World War II include the United Nations, UN, which consists of 193 countries working towards peace and human rights. The UN Security Council, with representatives from 15 nations, decides on how to address issues. The European Union, EU, composed of 28 nations, aims to stabilize economies and promote open borders. The G7 and G20 are influential alliances focusing on security, energy, and economy, with Russia being a member of the G20 but not the G7 due to its actions in Ukraine. NATO, with 29 member countries, was created during the Cold War as a response to the Soviet Union. Religious differences, particularly between Iran and Saudi Arabia, continue to strain relations among countries. Key idea number 10. Populism, nationalism, and the Electoral College are currently significant topics in US politics. Tensions in the world are rising due to nationalism and populism. Populism calls for taking control from perceived enemies, while nationalism prioritizes the country's interests. Both ideologies reject globalized trade. The 2016 US election highlighted these issues, as well as the Electoral College, which determines the president rather than the popular vote. This system is outdated and gives disproportionate influence to certain states. However, voter turnout in the 2018 elections was high, suggesting an increased importance of civic engagement. In conclusion, the main message is that in a busy world, staying informed doesn't have to be difficult. Actionable advice is given to clean a shower curtain. The reader is encouraged to provide feedback. The recommended next read is Living in Your Top 1%, which offers advice on reaching one's full potential through 9 lessons. The book uses scientific studies and real-life examples to illustrate these lessons. Thank you for listening to this summary. If you enjoyed this exploration, we invite you to discover other fascinating books on storyplanet.net. Don't wait any longer. A multitude of books, stories, and knowledge await you there. See you soon on storyplanet.net.